I just wanted to go across to Maya Sharma, who's there in Bengaluru, with old associates and friends of ours, the Ugly Indians, and they are people who've been involved in our cleanathon from the very beginning, and we are great admirers of theirs. Maya, over to you and to the Ugly Indians, and maybe you can tell the nation why they call themselves the Ugly Indians.
That's right, Vikram, with the Ugly Indian, beautification of this pillar, these pillars underneath the Hebbal Flyover going on. We'll just show you the usual ugly concrete flyover. And this is project UFO of the Ugly Indian, the under flyover beautification. And here are just some of the Ugly Indians hiding their faces behind masks. And of course, they're not ugly at all. They've come out to work, and you're keeping your faces covered while you do this work, because
it's only the work that should matter. Who does it should not matter. We should all remain faceless, and we should work for the betterment of our city.
Now, you joined us last year, but it's not as if you've been sitting idle over the last year. There's a huge number of pillars. This map actually represents the number of areas across this vast city of Bengaluru that have been beautified. Ugly areas underneath a flyover. Where we are standing now was in fact quite a garbage patch yesterday, but so many different areas have been cleaned up, have been beautified. What have you been up to under the flyovers this past year?
So last year we fixed the first one on October 2nd as a way to stop people from putting posters on pillars. Swachh Bharat is not only about defecation free and litter. Visual pollution, when you see a poster staring at you and the person who has put his name and number, and you're still not able to do something, it shows something is wrong. Last year on October 2nd we cleaned one pillar in front of NDTV, and over the year 31 flyovers across Bangalore have been cleaned and made beautiful. This covers an area of over 500 square kilometers, which is bigger than the area of Paris, Mumbai and Chennai. It's a huge city. It has all been done by citizen volunteers. 2,000 citizens have come out every weekend. Over 300 pillars have been cleaned and beautified. And what is most incredible is that they have remained clean. If there is one statistic in which Bengaluru leads the world, it is the only city in the world where citizens have come together to rescue all the vertical surfaces in the ugly under flyover areas. Seeing the inspiration from Bengaluru, Chennai has done 2 flyovers. New Delhi is trying to do one. This is an example for the world. And what is nice is that the government, the citizens, the people who put posters have all come together to ensure that one civic problem has actually been solved.
Fantastic. So it's not just bad news out of Bengaluru. And is this a good way for you to spend your weekends? Do you feel worthwhile at the end of it?
Of course, yes. When we get actually chance to actually transform something in our own city, we feel the power when we come together. Power to transform something, power to actually execute a beautiful design in the areas where it is required.
The power to transform, the power to actually beautify ugly areas. And it's not just the Ugly Indians. Of course, they managed to get in a lot of very interested school children doing their painting here, doing the work along here. And let's in fact chat to a couple of them. Over there you see a skit going on. The theme of this skit is that we are the ones who are making this area dirty. We need to be the ones who actually clean it up. So a skit from the school children here, and many more who've been here since the morning, painting these pillars, beautifying this area. Which what was this place like before?
Ma'am, it was very ugly actually. You know, all the posters were pasted and people used to come and spit over here, urinate over here. So now it's actually looking very beautiful. So people really don't feel like spit or urinate and making the place dirty.
Yes, because it works out actually when people see a clean place, they don't actually want to dirty it up. Now it almost looks like a place where you can come and hang out.
Yes. We can actually, it looks like a picnic place where it looks so beautiful. We can click so many photos. We don't feel like making it dirty, because when we see something which is colorful and beautiful, we'll have to spend time over here than making it dirty.
Absolutely. So the children of the skit, cleanliness not in words but in action. We have polluted, we have to clean. The feeling that the message they're sending there really that this is our responsibility. If we made it dirty, we need to clean it up. So the younger generation in it fully. So this is a Sunday. It's a school holiday. You still feel it is worthwhile coming out today and doing this?
Yes, it's actually better than school. When we are doing something for our country, we feel really good. And youth is the salt of the nation. That's what Gandhiji said. And we all, when youth become one and we work together, we can achieve anything. And we feel proud to do this.
Feeling proud to do this. Youth power, really. I mean, all of you coming together. A lot of encouragement from your family as well.
Yeah, our families are very proud of us that we are, in this young age, we are contributing to the society.
Okay. You kids also coming out on a Sunday. You could have been playing cricket or football, but you wanted to do this instead?
Obviously, we wanted to do this because this is something useful. See, since we are the salt of the nation said by Gandhiji, so we have to empower everyone. We have to take up activities like this so that everyone are benefited from this.
Fantastic. Well, there is clearly some hope yet for this country when you have youngsters like that with this kind of value. We also have several volunteers from RB who have come here to clean up this flyover. They've painted pillars. They've been painting pillars over the last few days. There's been a cleanup, removal of garbage, removal of debris, and also painting and beautification of these pillars. And these are just some of the guys who actually come out to do this as well. Again, a weekend. You could have been doing anything else, but you guys have chosen to come out here and get your hands dirty by making this place clean.
It's not only that our house has to be clean, it's more important that neighbors' house has to be also be very clean, it's to be seen. And wherever we go, it's a part of Modi campaign, that's Swachh Banega India. Clean your surroundings, clean yourself, everything.
Clean your surroundings, clean yourself. I can see you've got a bit of green paint on your face also.
Yeah, so I have contributed a lot in making the country dirty. I think each one of us has done that. So I think it's time for us to now, pay back. It's time for us to basically now do our own bit. It's a small thing, doesn't take much time, but gives a lot of satisfaction, a lot of peace. And I think it's a national movement. Everybody should try and contribute in their own way. We have done that. We feel proud. We feel good. I'm sure everybody will also feel that.
Today of all days being Gandhi Jayanti, to talk about being the change that you want to see. I think that is hugely important. That is what people are doing here. Whether it's the ugly Indians behind their masks, whether it's the school children, whether it's these volunteers from RB. People also passing by, you find out when the pillar work is going on. They stop, they pick up a paintbrush, they ask what's going on. They want to be involved in this campaign. Some hope from the city of Bengaluru, which has unfortunately made a lot of headlines for the wrong reasons when it comes to civic issues.
Yeah,
right.
Just want to thank you so much for being there and giving us an impression of all the people that are working there. I truly appreciate, we met the ugly Indians earlier on and really want to appreciate the work that they're doing. But also a very pertinent point that they brought up, and if they hadn't, I would have brought up, all these posters that are put on walls, on trees, they have the name and address of the person there. Why can't the authorities just ring up these people, come and ask them to clean it up and not do this in future? I know that the film industry also is partially to blame for this because we also put up our posters and stick them on the walls. But as an artist, I would want to urge my producers not to do something like this. And as you said rightly, as that little girl said, when the environment that you're in becomes pretty, then you don't feel like making it dirty.
Yeah.
I see a wonderful example here, and I hope that there are many other cities which have flyovers, are able to do this kind of work because it really enhances that place, which is normally infested with a lot of dirt, a lot of people just hanging around there, creating a lot of muck. And how wonderful if they could follow this example that you have just shown us. Thank you so much for that.
Aminji, in fact, I was about to add to that this is in a sense what Maya was just showing us is proof of what you were saying a short while back.
Yeah.
That the people always wonder why is it that Indians are so clean abroad and they don't practice the same habits when they're back home. It's because of the surroundings. If that flyover was still dirty with kachra lying everywhere,
somebody would have gone and made it even more worse.
Once it's clean,
Yeah.
people will look after it.
Absolutely.
That's your theory, I think.
Yes,
and it's proof of that theory.
Absolutely. That's what I said. The people from Sherwood actually said, when you go to Singapore, you go to other cities, you don't feel like, dirtying the place up. Why do you do it when you come to your own country? It's because you find an environment that is already unclean. And therefore you feel that, if this is unclean, what harm is it going to do if I make it even more unclean?
Yeah.
But if we keep it clean and nice and smooth and swachh and saaf suthra agar hum rakhenge usko, तो कहीं ना कहीं हम हिचकेंगे उसको गंदगी फैलाने में. And that is exactly what these people from Bengaluru have proven to us.
Yeah. Maya,
Especially little kids.
Yeah.
I'm amazed that, this kind of dialogue, this kind of thinking, their thought process It's great. And as you rightly said, you know, these are the future of the country. And if they have this kind of a temperament and a thought process, we can imagine what wonderful citizens they'll become when they grow up.
Right. Maya, so thank everyone there for us, the Ugly Indians and everyone else who has gathered out there. Tell them they're doing an absolutely fantastic job.